right, man. Detroit Lions fans are upset that the Lions struck out on Danielle Hunter. All right, and I'll probably do a wrap up show for free agency. I want to do a preview free agent show, but just couldn't fit it in, bro. So it's important that y'all support everything I'm doing. So I'll do more of it. But if it ain't a demand for it, I won't do it. But I'll just do a premiere or some shit like that and just keep it moving. But we talking about Danielle Hunter. He signed a 2-year deal, $49 million, with the Houston Texans, $48 million guaranteed. So basically, he signed a deal just shy of $25 million a year, depending on how it's structured. Good player. I mean, I'm not a fan. I'm not like, oh, we had to have Danielle Hunter. Didn't really care. I know a lot of people are saying we a beast and 16 and a half sacks. I mean, on a losing fucking team. But he a hell of a player, though. I was more Brian Burns, but you see the deal Brian Burns got. Anytime you get into a bidding war, teams, it's multiple teams. It's going to be one other team. The other team going to beat the Lions. The Lions are not a destination. Y'all be going, the problem with the Lions is they have one good year. People not going to believe it until they string 3-4 good years together that these are not the same old Lions. One season did not prove that these ain't the same old Lions. People say, well, we don't care about reputation. Reputation is everything. You know what I'm saying? Reputation is everything. And especially when you in free agency. It did, like I said before, NFL free agency, who's built the championship team based off free agency? I know Bill Belichick had to be the closest. He was good at utilizing guys, veteran guys, and he was good at putting them in the right position to succeed. Where, a team like Detroit, played Benoit out of position or out of whatever, out of scheme, and he put him in a scheme and got him paid in Miami. He did a good job in New England. Miami threw him a bunch of money. I mean, even look at Jelani Tavai. They found, a use for him in New England. So he kind of good at resalvaging, not per se free agency, because some of them things guys were trades. But the Lions are not going to win a bidding war. If there's another serious contender for a top free agent or any free agent, they're going to get him. That's just what it is. You got a team that's not a hot hub destination, that, as far as an organization. You got a city that got a bad name everywhere, so people are not going to be like, oh, I want to go play in Detroit. And then you go to Detroit. Okay, the only thing Detroit got going for them, honestly, and this goes for all the franchises, with the Lions particular, this one, is Dan Campbell, a player's coach. That's it. That's it. Outside of that, on top of that, you got an organization who has a shit reputation, and the owner still got a low grade in the FLPA report card. 2, people look at the city as bullshit. They like, oh, shit in Detroit. That's how they look at it. So the only thing you got going for you is your coach. And the coaching staff full of former players. When these dudes think about free agency, first thing they think about is the money. They don't think about the back end. My nigga Peasy say the back ends. They don't think about the back ends. They don't think, okay, outside of going to LA and New York, they don't think about the back ends. And I'll use an example real quick. Like if DJ Shark went to go play with Kansas City, do you know that this dude will probably be looking at a $60, $50, $60, $70 million contract? But then again, when you in this game, one play, it's over with. So you got to get as much as you can get right now. So I definitely understand it. But they don't look long term. Like if all, they might be offering me $5 more million, but if I mess around and go over here and we start winning, I'm gonna make that up in endorsements. But in this game, winning is all predicated on things that kind of you can't control. You know what I'm saying? So with these NFL players, they don't get the shoe deals or the endorsements that a lot of sports get, but they do get them. But nonetheless, so when you stack it up, Detroit is not a high hub for sponsorships, not a high hub in vacation destination spot. They're a frugal organization that's not gonna try to pay you top dollar to come here. You know what I'm saying? They always want a discount, or we could do this, we can do that. So anytime there's a bidding war, the Lions are not going to win that. I mean, y'all get y'all hopes. We got a bunch of money. Come on, one, they not going to be willing to spend a bunch of money on nothing. You know, they're not going to be willing to spend a bunch of money on nothing. Let me say that again. They're not going to be willing to spend a bunch of money on nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is why you get the Adrian Petersons, the Reggie Bush, and all these used and abused James Stewart, old-ass players. Like, your best free agent is Golden Tate, I would say. So, y'all getting y'all hopes up. Why do y'all do this every year? We got we got money, we got the organ. It's the same ass shit. If you needed if two things that gave you a prelude that they wasn't going to do shit worth the shit, right? Two things gave you a prelude. The end of the season press conference that Brad Holmes did, he said he wasn't going to spend no money. If you know how to, you really listen, he said he wasn't spending no bread. Two, the player still rated Sheila as a below average owner. Right then and there, she'll let you know everything. So you think, oh, we a big name or two away? Absolutely not. And at the end of the day, the great thing about it is you build through the draft. That's the most sustainable way in this league to build is through the draft. How many times did Dan Snyder in Washington win the free agency and got shit to show for it? You got to build this thing through the draft. You know? You can say, well, Chicago doing this and doing this. We seen plenty of Green Bay doing this. We seen plenty of times, where, God, it got to be a scheme fit. Got to be a scheme fit, And, they get rid of guys that fit what they do really, really well and bring in other guys that you don't even know if it's going to be a fit. You got to understand, it got to be a camaraderie fit in the locker room. It got to be a scheme fit. With younger guys, you're able to mold them and put them, you're able to mold them. Your older guys, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but you could teach a new dog old tricks. So, but the whole thing with Danielle Hunter, I know y'all didn't think y'all was going to spend money on Danielle Hunter. I know y'all didn't think the Lions were. This organization, it is what it is. If you're thinking about T. Higgins, if you thinking about Ridley, if you thinking about probably Chase Young or Snead still, and I got to do that story. I forgot. I could have did that this morning. If you still thinking about that type of stuff, from the great word of Senator Clay Davis on the wire, shit. You never watched the show. It's one of the greatest shows that are. But yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find us on X, Spotify, Apple Podcast, or Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Facebook. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.